Welcome to a new video about the amazing world of psychology on Enrique.com. Today, I want to tell you about the 8 behaviors that identify a fanatic person. Do you think you are a fanatic about something? Let's find out. What is fanaticism? Fanaticism is the excessive passion and tenacity in the defense of group or individual beliefs or opinions. Over time, each person develops his or her own beliefs, ideas, and convictions. This is something common in the life of the human being. The problem arises when someone develops a fanaticism towards something, thus fabricating a rigid and not very adaptive model of thinking. Regularly, a fanatic person has difficulty in contrasting the points of view of other individuals with his own, and this can generate opinion problems. Now I'm going to show you 8 actions that indicate that you or someone else has fanatical behavior. Number 1. Lack of flexibility in the face of different ideas. Mental inflexibility is a characteristic present in fanatical people. This consists of the impossibility or difficulty in changing one's mind, learning from one's mistakes, or adapting to new approaches or different ideas. This lack of flexibility translates into an inability to modify one's beliefs and ideas, and, at the same time, it is a somewhat square way of looking at life. In addition to this, lack of cognitive flexibility causes unsatisfactory social interactions based on conflict and lack of courtesy or respect. Number 2. Believing you know it all. Fanatics tend to think they know it all and have nothing left to learn. These people assume that one's own mental schemas fit reality well enough, and this creates the false certainty that every idea and belief is correct. Similarly, people who present a fanatical thinking model also consider those who do not share the same views to be wrong or foolish. Therefore, fanatic-type thinking pushes people to imagine that they are right on whatever issue or position they advocate, and many times this is not the case. Number 3. The generalization of groups of people. Fanatics are people who oversimplify life and the world around them, as well as constantly generalizing certain groups of people. This generalization prevents them from taking into account the nuances of reality and the complex parts surrounding a given issue or problem of any kind. Number 4. The tendency to obsess and not see beyond. Usually, these people live around the subject, of which they are fanatical. Some examples are a sports team, a religion, a political party, and even a particular ideology. In cases like this, people only have conversations about the topic of interest and establish friendships that exhibit a similar degree of fanaticism. Number 5. The tendency to proselytize. Proselytizing is the conscious and systematic habit that most fanatics put into practice to attract more followers to support a certain cause. This is done with everyone the fanatics have access to. Family and friends are the first to fall for it. Number 6. Lack of social skills. Social skills are skills that enable one to establish appropriate relationships with the environment and create meaningful emotional bonds with other people. Some of these skills are assertiveness, empathy, active listening, the ability to change one's mind, emotional intelligence, the ability to apologize in negotiation, among others. These are qualities that fanatics do not actively practice. Number 7. The tendency to aggressive confrontation. Usually, conflict between a fanatic and another person occurs when the beliefs and ideas of both are different or opposed. This kind of conflict causes violent behavior when there is direct opposition to certain ideals or deeply held conceptions. And finally, number 8. The tendency not to tolerate dissent. This is a behavior that occurs in all types of sects and organizations, where absolute adherence to the principles and values that govern these institutions is demanded. Fanatics tolerate little or no signs of dissent on the part of other individuals. We are done. Thank you for listening. Learn about the spectacular world of psychology on Enrique.com. See you in the next episode.